minute away from the start of the session, which should end at 5. We'll have a short 5-minute Q&A session.
I don't know if it's just me. I've got a echo coming through.
No, having echo.
It could be me. If I
Brad,
do you get the echo if you talk to me?
I might. Maybe it's gone. Maybe it's gone now.
Okay.
No, it hasn't gone.
There is my side. But I also sound like I have it. Colleagues, can you just indicate in the chat this audio is feeling right?
I think the double echo is machine, unfortunately.
Brad, did you share with Joe?
I did share with audio. Maybe I will skip that part just to save time, and I'll share without audio.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. Now to stop sharing.
Yeah, I think trying now I can hear clearly as well. So it was definitely some feedback coming through from your side, Brad. Let's just try sharing without the audio. We will talk through the demonstrations. It's a very short session, so keen that we can get started. Thank you very, very much for having us. Do you want to do an intro, or should I do that very quickly from my side, or not necessary?
Please do one, Kirsty. Just a brief one before you two get started would be fine. Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic. Let me jump into it. So lovely to be here and to attend this symposium with you. I trust everybody's having a really, really great day. My name's Kirsty Chadwick. I'm the founder and the CEO of TTRO. I'm joined by Brad. Brad has been in the business for the last 13, 14 years. He heads up our creative design studio. And one of the tools that we use within our creative design within TTRO as a digital learning business is Articulate. We're Articulate distributor across the continent and into the Middle East, and really, really actually excited about sharing with you what's cool, what's new, what's next in Articulate. So Brad, if you could just go to the next slide for us. What we wanted to do today, because I'm sure that a number of you in this audience, you're already Articulate users. And I think what we wanted to highlight within this, thanks for that, Bianca, we really wanted to highlight where Articulate as a business has gone in the creation of an ecosystem. So I think everybody knows the create block of Articulate. You've got Rise, you've got storylines to be able to do more interactive course design. The collaboration features and the ability to review is there. They've recently come out with their AI, which allows us to be able to do a number of things with AI, both within the course creation process, but very, very recently to be able to go from source to course, to actually ingest your source documents and have Articulate do the heavy lifting of laying out the course design. So as an instructional and a learning experience designer, you then have the ability to really think critically about what the AI has produced, how you want to instructionally design that a little bit better. The localization is super powerful, being able to sort of localize and go into multiple different languages, and then to distribute and deploy that through the Articulate Reach learning management system. So an end-to-end platform ecosystem play. Brad and I are going to take you through a really sort of little snippet of each of these different areas within this conversation, and obviously be available and welcome to speak to any of you further after this if you want to learn a little bit more. So Brad, maybe just to pop to the next part.
Sure. So what I'll be taking you guys through now is just the AI assistant. It really helps you build your courses a lot faster, as well as some enhancements that help to customize your learning a lot better. And then, of course, the brand new localization feature. And if we have time, I'll show you Reach 360. Cool. So I'll pick us up. Storyline, as of course, introduced the AI assistant, which again, like the name suggests, it's an assistant. It's not there to really take over the work you are supposed to do. It's supposed to assist you and help with the heavy lifting. The assistant's now on the right-hand side, so it's with you throughout your development journey. You're able to create quizzes or summaries based off your content if you already gathered. If needed as well, they've introduced an image generator as well, once it loads, which doesn't give you a credit limit. So the old way of doing things, you'd run through Shutterstock or FreePic and go through thousands of photos trying to get to the correct image that you wanted. Now, at least with the image generator, you are able to choose your style, prompt it, group of office workers talking in the office. Not very creative, but just as an example, generate. And like I said, there's no credit limit to this. So you could generate as much as you need until you find the right image. And you're able to download it, use it in other material as well. It doesn't have to only be used in Storyline, PowerPoint presentations. So able to view, if you're happy with the image, you quickly insert. As on top of that, the AI assistance quiz features is really cool as well. So say you've developed your course, but now you realize that you need to kind of do a summative assessment at the end to ensure that, this is how we track that the learners have learned something, so therefore they're able to have a pass mark at the end. So you could decide, if you have quite a large build, you can say where you would like your content to be sourced from. So I'm going to choose a couple of these. I'll say continue, and it'll ask me if it would like to make a question bank, so you can draw on these as questions that you can have randomized or just insert as new slides. So what I'll do is I'll say insert as new slides. It will then generate it, and I will say insert. It will then appear, of course, to your default. If you have a template set up already with a style, it should apply automatically. But what it does is really speed up your development. So you have your question, you have your answers as well. And if you are on your slide view, those used to Storyline, when you go to form view, you'll see they'll create custom feedback per selection as well, all through the use of AI. And to further enhance it with the AI audio, you can either have your feedback read back through text to speech, so that you can choose a voiceover built into the tool, or you can add a sound effect, which we can do now. We can say congratulations, chime, generate sound effect, and it'll give you 4 options to choose from. Realize I'm not sharing with audio, but trust me, it's really good. So that's a nice little element that you can add in as well to enhance your learning slightly.
Yep.
While Storyline uses this assistant really to help you as you go through, where it really shines is in Articulate Rise. Rise is where Storyline is more for the custom, more intricate type of development. Sometimes you need to develop something that's quite responsive, but a lot quicker. So that's where Articulate Rise comes in. If we jump to Rise, oops. Rise itself has a Create with AI feature now, which is what Kirsty mentioned before, a source to course feature. Before, you would have to develop a course that would take you days, if not weeks, based off your source content that you maybe have to find and source. It now does it within minutes. So you have a source materials option as well, so you know that you're not just taking content from the internet, you're taking from your own company's materials, and you can upload almost every format of document, even an MP4, which will transcribe and use as content. So for my example, I will use tackling coaching challenges, just as what's my course about, tackling coaching challenges. I'll wait for the document to load, just to show it's being ingested. And from there, I can generate a course outline. And again, this is a minute, if not seconds, to develop, which would have taken you a few hours just to run through the content and develop this outline. And what Storyline's AI does, it gives little pit stops along the way, so you're able to modify and enhance the learning development as you go, so you're not having to develop the full thing and then modify. So you can have these pit stops to make your changes as needed. From there, you go deeper into the course outline, we start really working on the structure.
And we're very tight on time here, Brad. So I think we've got the idea in terms of the outline,
Okay.
really where the instructional design skills come in to be able to analyze this output. So critical to have the human in the loop, but a lot of the heavy lifting's being done, giving more time to really be able to instructionally think through the outputs. Maybe just one more section if you've got there, Brad, to quickly finish us off.
Sure. And then, yes, so this was just done through that one document, that one prompt. You're able to then create a course quickly within minutes, already designed. All you have to do as the LED or instruction designer is to just validate the content, ensure everything is hitting the mark. And all you're doing is either editing or improving the graphic design if needed. But it creates quite a variety, so it's not a monotonous type of repetitive type of learning. It gives you different interactions. And then, of course, the latest feature after that, once you've already finalized your course, is the localization. So with that in mind, you are able to, please go back. Your course is fully developed. You then are able to, translate. With this feature, you have over 70 languages to choose from. With one click, you are able to quickly create a course that is in the language that you would like, and it would appear as this. So you'd have your course in English. You're then able to switch between the languages and able to see it in whatever language that your preferred region or student would like to learn in. And it's all done with one click. What it does as well, especially with the Arabic languages, it moves everything right to left as well automatically, which makes it really easy for them to learn as well. And once this localization feature has been applied, you of course want to validate the quality of the language. So you can send a review link to your language expert, who would then receive a copy like this. So they're able to view it alongside the English to get context. And they can make comments on where things should be improved, and you as the developer are able to see their comments in live time and make those amendments. And the cool thing about this as well, the reviewer doesn't need a seat on your subscription. They just need an email address, and they're able to access it and make reviews and make changes as they need, which makes the collaboration a lot smoother. And then again, from there, once everything is complete, they really want to make it a full ecosystem. So you are able to then send it directly to the built-in LMS called Reach 360. So you are then able to have a full, from beginning of development to deployment. Reach 360 is a light LMS, but it's good enough for your tracking, reporting, and just making sure your learners are getting the access to the learning quite quickly. And as you make changes, you are able to update it live. With your subscription, you get 300 learners. You can have 300 learners log on, which you can upload and remove as you need for those 300 learners. But there are tiers to it. So if you need more learners, you can just speak to Articulate. They will add more seats. And yeah, that's the Articulate ecosystem in a nutshell.
Thanks so much, Kirsty and Bradwin, for sharing the updates on the Articulate system. I think we've now ventured into the Q&A section, and I'd like us to make use of the next few minutes to ask questions and say our comments, if any. Colleagues, the floor is yours to engage with Kirsty and Bradwin. I see there's a few questions in the chat already for you, Kirsty and Bradwin.
Brad, I'm going to ask you to pick up on the question about the South African languages in the language pack. Quickly, Bianca, on your question from it's like a learning designer, we see that role being absolutely critical, because AI is AI, and even though you're ingesting content that relates to the outcome of the learning that you are looking for, and you can make it quite specific to the audience, you need the time of the learning designer to really think through the relevance of that learning material and to review it as you would do with anything. So think of this as doing a lot of the heavy lifting, accelerating the pace of development, but certainly not taking away the critical role that the learning experience designer plays. In terms of the language packs, Brad?
Yeah, I mean, they're still adding more and more. There are more deeper African languages like Swahili and I think it was Amharic and Afrikaans they have there. But like I said, a few months ago they were only at 70, now they're at 87. So they're constantly updating. So it is always things that we will bring forward to them, especially if there's a demand for it. Then they would be adding as many as they can,
Yep.
if not all.
And we've found in experimentation with some of our clients, particularly clients who've got sort of operations into the rest of Africa, are looking at French, looking at Portuguese, the accuracy through that review link has been really, really good. So they're literally choosing to do their localization through their articulated license and then send it to an in-country language review person, like a subject matter expert, but somebody who's reviewing the language, and high degree of accuracy. So I think it's good to have got that validation from some of our clients who've already moved forward using localization. From a pricing point of view, please drop me an email, Tombo. They've got pricing on the subscription of the licensing. There is an add-on price point for the subscription to the AI, which gives you all of the AI features that Brad showed, on top of which it gives you the source to course. So that comes with the AI subscription. Localization's got a pricing model depending on how many languages, how many courses you want to publish in, so probably a bit complex to get into here, but we've got an amazing team, our ladies in our product team, who will be able to take you through any detail that you want. So please do feel free to reach out, either on LinkedIn, reach out to my email, and yeah, we wish we had more time, but it's certainly been a journey in the last 12 months where this product has gone to another level.
Thanks so much, Kirsty. Any questions? I don't see anything new in the chat. Sorry, I might have missed this, but Twambo is asking about indicators on the pricing. You might have answered that already. Sorry, I still
I covered it as best I could in the time that I had, Lindini. So just reach out and we'll respond very quickly based on the needs of what parts of the product you're looking for.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Kirsty and Bradwin. We really appreciate you updating us on Articulate. I think, okay, so you stand a chance to win a 1,000 Rand takeout voucher if you are sharing your favorite 4Days 2025 moment on LinkedIn. Don't forget to use hashtag 4Days 2025 and tag the fully online distance education symposium account on LinkedIn, and the announcers will be the winner will be announced at today's social in Kumo Space. Thank you so much. If we could just make use of the remaining 3 minutes before the next session to maybe go back to Siska's not presentation, but any questions that you wanted to ask Siska on her presentation, colleagues, on the student AI conversations in ClickUp, please do so. Nothing. No worries. I know we did have a
I
brief discussion.
actually have a question. Sorry, my little hand didn't go up in time. Siska, I think it was such a wonderful conversation that you had with us, especially in terms of creating this sort of, I want to say, personal relationship with the bot that you were talking about. So I think I want to ask you that, you used the phrase, a student AI dialogue is a data-rich lens into learning. And I thought that was such a powerful phrase. So how do you imagine balancing this potential for deep learning analytics with the ethical need to protect student privacy and agency? That for me would be my most pressing question.
That's an excellent question, B. And I think that is one of the biggest delays in this project, was getting the ethical clearance, because many people were skeptical because of the screen scraping tool and what data that's going to collect from the students. So we had to really prove to a very extreme extent that the screen scraper completely takes out it doesn't take the student name, surname, student number, any of that, because we must also consider what we have access to on the system. And that's another reason why I advocate for using your learning management system, because it's in-house then. And the users, the lecturers and the students did agree to the terms and conditions when they signed up for coming to UP as well as the learning management system. So that kind of does protect us as well. I hope that makes sense. I hope I answered your question.
It does. Thank you so much, Siska.
Thank you, Siska. Colleagues, we are actually right on time for Prof. Masibo Lumala's presentation, but he is not